Hello, welcome back to Slick Willy Fly. So today we're going to make a quick bonus video. What we're going to do today is we're going to make shrimp or crab eyes, whatever you want to call them. I make them in different colors, different sizes. You can see there's clearly two different sizes, but all super simple. And let's just jump in on it. So what do I use? I use a piece of hard mono. You can use whichever hard mono you like. And all I'm going to do is clamp it in my vise. I have these like, I pre-cut a bunch of them. So I have a length here that works. And then I just cut a bunch the same length. And once you make a few, I would say they're super easy. I would say that this piece is about, I don't know, 3 inches, you know, say 6 or 7 centimeters. You don't want to make them overly long because then you just waste a bunch of hard mono. So I just clamp it in my vise just to make life easy. And it ends up helping me get a little flat spot started if I want to have a flat spot for the future. And then all I do is I take my lighter and curl up the end. Doesn't have to get super big, but you do want it to get a little shape. Just like that. Both sides. Just like that. That's enough. That little ball right there is enough. Now, this one I'm going to make. This one I used red UV resin. In this one I used a black marker, permanent marker, and clear UV resin. So for the one in the vise, we're going to use red permanent marker and clear UV resin. So I'm just going to take my marker and color it up. Doesn't have to be anything super duper pretty. I just want to make sure I cover it well. For UV resin, I'm not using very thick. I'm using basically the original viscosity, the original recipe, if you will. And I find that if I use too thick a UV resin, it wants to clump up really bad. If I use too thin a UV resin, it wants to just run and make a mess. Oftentimes, when I do the resin, I want to pull it out of the vise and I'll basically do it freestyle. And the reason I do it freestyle, I'm going to do my best to show this to you. The reason I do it freestyle is I want to put the drop on the bottom of the little ball and let it roll down. If it's going to run at all, I'd rather it run down. And you don't use very much resin at all. You don't need much. So a little bit of resin. Remember, you can do this in layers. You can put a little bit of resin on and then you can always add. But that looks about perfect. So I just zap it with my lamp. So why did I do it this way? This will give me the effect of having the red eye with a clear coat over as opposed to solid UV red. It's just a different look. I think it looks cool. I think they both look cool. I think both of them are great. And you see how simple this is. This doesn't take any time at all. When I make eyes, I'll make, you know, a dozen or so. I'll make like 4 or 5 in each color. And I basically use black and red are my go-to eyes. I've seen some people make some pretty cool green. Really cool, actually. The only thing you want to make sure is you don't have any bubbles. If you have a bubble, pop the bubble. And now I just use a little bit of gravity. And make sure that the eyes are about the same size. This one looks a tiny bit smaller. Maybe a little bit more resin. You want the eyes to be very similar in size. And once you're happy, you zap it. Super simple. I mean, the truth, you can buy eyes and they're not super expensive. And they're really nice. They come in all kind of crazy colors. I've seen, you know, fluorescent colors, yellows, whites. They really do. They're great. But I just think it's pretty cool to make your own. And I'm just gonna let them sit in the vise and dry. In my little holder here and dry. And I just think it's fun to use my own eyes. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and it's just another little kind of cool thing to do. And good luck catching. See you on the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you on the next video.